Hey, good evening to you. So, I wanted to bring you a little bit of a different type of message for the holidays, one that really looks at what it is to be human right now and also during the holiday season, which can be full of joy and so much goodness in our lives in terms of feeling the gratitude that comes with family, friends, good food, etc. But also, perhaps, there is the other side of stuff that comes up, which is some of the more uncomfortable parts of being around relatives, family, circumstances that stir things up for us. More uncomfortable emotions, memories, experiences, and expectations. Ah, those expectations. So let's look at that first, because I feel that that is something that is just human. And again, it's just true that it gets in our way when we have unrealistic expectations of what is to be and what something is going to feel like and how somebody's going to behave or react. And when things don't go in a particular way, perhaps then we end up feeling frustrated or irritated, upset, angry at ourselves, at somebody else, at a circumstance. And instead of really taking a moment to take a deep breath around it and acknowledge why it is that we are feeling those things, we make ourselves wrong, we make other people wrong. There's a lot of judgment that gets stirred up. And boy, I'll tell you, when it is around holidays and there's high emotions anyway, lots of like expectations of how perfect it's supposed to be and how we're supposed to be also loving and connected. Maybe there's some of that, but sometimes there's also just us showing up as ourselves, which can be messy. And that's piece of it, is just acknowledging when we are not feeling 100%, or giving somebody else that grace and saying, they're doing the best they can. Know that people are doing the best they can. So assume good intention, but give them latitude and yourself to not show up always 100% the way we mean to, and to go ahead and give each other room. Clarify for yourself what were the expectations around this, and maybe clarify if something came out wrong from yourself or from somebody else communicating with you. What happened there? What was that all about? And let's look at those uncomfortable emotions of irritation, frustration, and anger. In many instances, I feel like there is a tendency for us to maybe make ourselves wrong, maybe make somebody else wrong when those sensations come up. But you can disagree without being disagreeable. And you can absolutely be a kind, loving human, whether it's a friend, daughter, sister, partner, whatever it may be, and be angry. Anger is just an emotion. So it's not a behavior. That's the key, is that when these emotions show up, that is where we need to pause, recognize, consider, and then respond before behavior is allowed to come on out through words, actions. And anger is a really important one. Anger is a secondary emotion. There's a lot of things that rise up to contribute to that particular emotion. Well, how does it physiologically feel for you? Become more familiar with that, right? So we can catch it. And know that anger, that if it's allowed to really move into a way that feels out of control, there's a number of physiological things that happen that are subconscious to you that can propagate the cycle. It impacts your hippocampus and your formation of memory. It shortchanges the amount of serotonin that you can make and absorb. And so you have less of a feeling of well-being and increased reactivity. So it kind of propagates. There's also increased bias, increased distrust, a real feeling of protection, and I need to be in a safe environment. That's all okay. It's a survival emotion. So know that that's the way our body responds. Sometimes it's helpful, but many times it's not. So, with that being said, maybe we can listen to the very wise words of a particular meditation mindfulness instructor. This is Lama Rod Owens, who said, "Anywhere we're at is where we need to be, and where we're being taught something we need to learn." He said, "True suffering arises out of the aversion or lack of willingness to be with discomfort." So know that that's, again, really human, right? For us to not want to be in an uncomfortable space, but man, is there the opportunity for growth and learning. What if we reframed discomfort into growing pains? The opportunity to learn from where we've been and what has been skillful, what we need to let go of, maybe where we need to adapt and evolve because we're willing to go ahead and be a little more aware of and be a little more objective with whatever is coming up that stirred up those emotions and not make ourselves wrong. Be easy on yourself. Don't be so quick to judge. And you can absolutely continue to evolve in a way that makes you more skillful and wise with those uncomfortable emotions. How can we give that space to ourselves and to the others that we care about in our lives? This increases connectivity and compassion, and it helps us to calm that cycle of frustration, irritation, and anger and move it out in a way instead of trapping it from within. Just some thoughts, yeah? So with that, I wish you a little bit more space and breath and patience around uncomfortable emotions as we navigate the challenging time of year that comes with expectations of ourselves and others around holidays and also end of year. Yeah? So savor the good. Be grateful for all of the blessings and be really compassionate with our humanity, for ourselves and for each other. Therein lies growth. And with that, I wish you a very beautiful rest of your weekend. And until next time, take good care.